Hey guys, Scotty Combat here, and Mortal Kombat just dropped a bombshell of news. Now, most of us were already fully aware that Mortal Kombat 1 is done with content, but there were still people out there with hope that we would get another DLC pack, possibly a few more characters or some skins and stages. But let me tell you that this is bittersweet. If you haven't found out already, they have spoken about it. Also, I know many of you are feeling this way right now. To give Mortal Kombat 1 some credit, they did give us the bad news at the same time we got Titans and Double XP this weekend.
It's not that bad because we can repeat the same Titan battles, and now we can get double experience.
So, okay, let me get candid with you. I'm actually going to read the message with you now. So, Mortal Kombat just shared this online. It says, "We are hearing players' requests for continued game support of Mortal Kombat 1, and while we continue to support Mortal Kombat 1 through balance adjustments and fixes, there will not be additional DLC characters or story chapters from this point on." Now, let's let that sink in for a minute. No more DLC. Everything we just got in that last rotation in the shop is the newest content we're going to get in MK1. So officially, KP3 is not coming, nor is any characters or story chapters. They do put a little closure on the message by saying, "We understand this will be disappointing for fans, but our team at NetherRealm needs to shift focus to the next project in order to make it as great as we possibly can." Understandable. Now, I know a lot of people are upset with this news. I get it. To the person that's hearing this now that it's finally sinking in that MK1 is done, I get it and it sucks. I know how you're feeling. When the definitive edition dropped, that's how I felt. I didn't need to see this message to know it was already done, because this is just how Mortal Kombat rolls. This is the same pattern every time. Mortal Kombat X ended with MKXL, MK11 ended after Ultimate MK11, and in the same vein, with a different name, we got the definitive edition for Mortal Kombat 1. The more you experience it, the more you start to understand it, especially from a corporate hand. However, let's talk the good news, and I know that's probably hard to fathom good news for an MK1 fan right now that was still holding out for KP3. They are shifting focus on the next project, so we know there's something next. And let me tell you, I genuinely think the next one is going to be a Mortal Kombat game. And I don't think it's going to be that far away either. It genuinely could just be a coincidence. However, if they do have some kind of announcement, it would make sense to go ahead and let people know that MK1 is done if they plan on letting us know anything forward as far as a future project. Some people want to see Injustice and some people want to see Mortal Kombat. NRS is kind of married to both IPs. If you're a Mortal Kombat fan like myself, where you really just want Mortal Kombat, I think things are looking good. Based off WB's report when they said the 5 titles they're focusing on, one of them being Mortal Kombat, so either way, Mortal Kombat's coming soon. I do want to share the sentiment that it really does suck that MK1 is stopping on this note. I feel like it was on a higher point when it stopped. MK1 had a very rough start. I know most of us are aware of that, but not everyone is. Some people chimed in the middle, some people just started. What matters to me the most is the gameplay experience with other people. I know some people are probably going to stop playing now knowing that MK1's not going to get continued DLC. I'm still going to be playing it for several reasons myself. My god, is this game fun. It's one of the funnest Mortal Kombat games we've got in a long time. Out of every Mortal Kombat title, MK1 is top 3 Mortal Kombat games of all time when it comes to fighting. When it comes to the extra content and you compare it to its past titles like Conquest or The Crypt, it doesn't hold up so well. However, most of my game time has always been against other people. Invasions was a letdown. It doesn't hold up as well, understandably. But I want to share a few things on what I expect us to see next. And I really do think it'll be a new Mortal Kombat game. I've seen some people say it's going to be like 4 years out from now. I really don't think that's going to be the case. The question is, which Mortal Kombat are we getting next? Are we getting a spin-off title like Shaolin Monks, or maybe a remaster of the arcade era? Or are we getting the next canon Mortal Kombat game, which would be the sequel to Mortal Kombat 1? Whether they call that MK2, MK13, MK1.2, MK Duo, because it's going to be focused on tag team instead of cameos, no, I don't think that's going to happen. I really do think they're going to take into consideration information from what we've shared. I think a lot of people are going to see what Mortal Kombat 1 posted and say this is bullcrap, but I want to share one positive out of it, and it's something I hope that we continue to see. P1000 came out not too long ago, and there wasn't a long gap of silence before finding out that MK1 is done. Now, whether that's the result of something being announced and them having to let us know before this next thing gets announced, I don't know. Regardless, it's nice to know that the game is done sooner than later. What they did with MK11 I don't think was right. NRS definitely has to work on their communication with the fans. And with that being said, this was a step in the right direction. This might sound a little silly, but part of me thinks the reason they kept people in the dark in MK11 was to continue playing and continue speculating. Keep the people speculating, they'll keep playing and hoping that something else is coming. However, the fans don't forget and they will bring it back up, and unfortunately at their own doing, they hurt themselves with that. Again, Ed Boon said a game would last for years, and it didn't even make it for 2 full years. This is another Mortal Kombat title that Ed Boon hyped up that would last for years to come. In fact, he said this would be a live service that lasts longer than any other Mortal Kombat game. However, I don't think he has as much control as a lot of people thinks that he does. And now we can be real that Fate Unknown was right about every single thing. I've seen some backlash saying that Fate Unknown is part to blame for why MK1 didn't last longer. I really don't think that's true. Fate Unknown didn't have control of the pricing for Chaos Reigns, the creative direction of the game. Generally, I don't like spoilers, but when the communication isn't that good from the company itself, it is nice to have someone there. Some people might forget we were put in the dark for a while. Fate Unknown let us know there was going to be a cut in content for several seasons leading up to Chaos Reigns. WB and NRS really weren't communicating why the shrine wasn't working, why we weren't seeing many items in the seasonal shop, also as what felt like a reduction in rewards throughout the game. And that was nice to know because I was prepared for the next couple seasons to not really be as let down as I was the season I had just went into. This whole Mortal Kombat journey has been an amazing experience and one that I'm going to continue to take. And I've never talked myself up so much before, but guys, I'm Fate Unknown. Yeah, I'm Fate Unknown. But this whole time I've been Fate Unknown. I actually don't work at WB. I've been cracking codes from behind the scene, letting you guys know everything, and then letting people know on the Reddit too, just a little bit more deeper so I can be a little more incognito. I only want to see good things from Mortal Kombat. I still love MK1, and I'm going to continue to play it. So I'm going to reiterate, again, it was nice that we actually got this news sooner than later. Why we got it this early? Is it because they want to work on communication? Or perhaps there's going to be an announcement. Now, they came out and said it themselves that there's no more characters coming, so I hope they fix the roster. It wouldn't be hard to go ahead and even this out. Alright, so there are some things bumming me out while I'm making this video that are hitting me. I really wanted Cyber Smoke. I still really want them. I hope there's some way they can still put some skins or palettes in the game that are new, because we're definitely not going to see characters or story chapters. That's finalized. Also, another nice thing is, on YouTube, we can be done with the KP3 speculation videos. I'm guilty for some of that, but I did make a video saying I was going to stop because I think it was getting a little ridiculous. I hope they're not done with skins yet, but if they are, that means we only got one skin for Cyrax, one for Sector. The cameo Cyrax and Sector have more skins than the main roster, and this also means half of the cameo roster only has one skin. I love MK1, but right now I'm taking in the things that I wish we could have got, and there's plenty. I'm making a video on it next after this. But right now I'm covering surface level, things that is unfortunate that we're not getting in this game because we're not getting characters or stories. So at least maybe we'll see some skins or palettes. The nice thing is, I would say if we're going to get skins, they will be free because they said no more DLC. They're not going to end up in the premium store. But if this is it, this is it. We got to take it as is. I was hitting the copium pretty hard there for a while, but once the definitive edition hit, I knew it was done. For the most part, I at least thought we might get a couple straggler characters, like maybe a cameo or two, or maybe a main roster character. The plus side, at least we got Madame Bo. Some might find it funny, but it's better than nothing, truly. I guarantee it. Some people are going to look back on this game fondly. That is, people that played it casually and thought it was decent. Now, I play this game a lot, and I already miss it. I know it doesn't make sense. I do. If you're a fan of Mortal Kombat 1 and you don't want it to end yet, and you're looking for other people to play with or to continue the Mortal Kombat experience with, join me when I go live. There's genuinely a lot of good people in our chat, a lot of good people in our Discord. Now, most of us do play Mortal Kombat 1, but it's not a requirement. If you enjoy MK, just come hang out with us. We have some folks that prefer other games over MK1. Some people like MK11 over MK1. One more thing, we still have a few more seasons of new content we haven't got yet. It's mostly skins and gear pieces. I know for some people that's not going to be appealing enough to continue playing. MK1 was supposed to be a live service game, but I do feel like they dropped the ball on a lot of what could have been done. They got it right where it was needed most, and that's the fighting. My biggest takeaways right now is they need to focus on communication, and by seeing this post, it's a step in the right direction. I hope they keep it up. I agree, they need to put all their attention towards the next project. Whatever game it is that comes next, I don't want it to come out like MK1 did, not ready, with a lack of content as well. And let's hope they learn their lesson with all the priced content that was available compared to what could be earned and how much it was. Fate Unknown, if you see this, for what it's worth, thank you. Drop 2 thumbs up in the comments so I can see you out there. If a couple people end up doing it, I'll still know which one's you. And guys, thank you so much. We have hit over 4,000 subscribers. We are on our way to 5,000. You know the drill. Like, comment, share. It all helps the channel tremendously. Thank you again, guys. If you want to support the channel further, check out the member perks. And fellow fighters, we're going to be alright. I will see you all in more matches, and I'll see you in the next Mortal Kombat game. That's all for this one, my friends. Much love, and take care.